you guys are out of Shreveport.
Yes.
And so making your way to East Texas, tell me just a bit about, your mission coming here.
Yeah, what we're trying to come out here to do now that the storms are over and have passed, we're trying to find out for sure where the tornadoes occurred, where they start, was the damage caused by straight line winds or a tornado? Where did the damage start? Where did the tornado start? How long was the track? How wide was the track? And how strong was the tornado? Based on how severe the damage is. We rate things like, was it damage to trees? Were those trees uprooted or were they snapped? All of those help us estimate what the maximum wind speed with the tornado was.
Mm-hmm. And when did you come into East Texas, and where did you guys start, and what places have y'all gone through?
Yeah, we started today, and we try to get out there as soon as the severe weather ends. Usually it's the next day, but since we've had basically 4 or 5 consecutive days of a severe weather threat, we haven't been able to get out until severe weather was over because of safety reasons, and we couldn't put our staff in danger. But yeah, so we started off the day just a little bit northeast of Lindale. That's where it looked like the rotation on radar really started to ramp up and strengthen, and it looks like the tornado may have started maybe just a little bit northeast of town, maybe south of the Sabine River bottoms, or maybe right in the Sabine River bottoms. Unfortunately, that's an area we can't really reach by car. There's no roads or anything, so we can't get down in there and see. Maybe if we get some clear days, we'll get maybe some high resolution satellite imagery. We might be able to see if there's a path of trees that have been taken out down there or something.
Yeah.
But here we've been able to pick it up basically right along Highway 80 here, west of Gilmer, and we followed it up here to near Hawkins, or west of, we picked it up on Highway 80 west of Hawkins, and we followed it up here. We've seen some trees uprooted down there just along the highway, and then a whole bunch of pine trees here behind me snapped. Pretty solid chunk of them.
Mm-hmm. And as far, you were telling me, you guys don't have a clear estimation on everything. We heard possibly there was an EF0 maybe that you guys determined, but if there was any information about what you guys have seen and been able to determine, is there anything?
So our colleagues from our sister office, the National Weather Service office in Fort Worth, Texas, was kind of out here. They surveyed into western Wood County yesterday and did not find any tornado damage in Wood County, but they found an EF0 down in Van Zant County. So that's probably what you've heard. This one, we're just getting started on this. Just based on these tree snaps alone, the winds were probably at least 107 miles an hour. I'll have to see what other kind of damage we have farther along the way. I know there's some residences that were damaged north of Hawkins, some more damage out by Gilmer, some damage out towards the water plant, Ozarka water plant. Haven't been able to get over there and look at that yet, but that's where we're headed here later today.
Okay, good deal. And so, there's still a lot of unknown out there. So what does your next week look like, and what places in particular? You said you were heading that direction soon, but as far as assessing everything, what does it look like going forward? Yeah,
unfortunately, we have several places where we think we had tornadoes over the last 3 or 4 days. There's some other areas up by Clarksville that goes up towards Idabel in southeast Oklahoma. Some damage that we heard about near Talco that we've got to look at, and then there's some damage in southwest Arkansas that we're going to have to look at also. So we've got a lot of areas and a lot of ground to cover over the next several days. Thankfully, from here through the next week, the weather should be pretty quiet. We should be drying out, should be, getting a little bit warmer. Shouldn't have any severe weather that we have to worry about. It's just going to be a lot of ground to cover, and it takes a long time to do these surveys because we got to go across a lot of back roads trying to find everything. And it's a lot. We'll be out here, yeah.
Okay, all right. Any last comments you'd like to say? Anything I missed that you'd like to touch on, maybe?
I know people really want to get this information, and that's something people are really wanting to know quickly is these ratings and stuff. It's just been hard to get out because of the severe weather threat constantly going on. Our priority, first and foremost, is always to take care of the warnings and get the warnings out to the public. But now we're going to come out here and assess this damage and hopefully get some information to find out, because we want to know ourselves.